Paints me like one of your French girls.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oui, oui.
There's too much fat there.
Oui, oui.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Malingi, aka Lingling, aka MJ, and welcome back to another video. So today guys, I am so excited to announce that I have reached my first collaboration. I did my first collaboration today, and I did it with none other than one of my close friends who also happens to be a YouTuber, and his name is Alex. He's been a friend of mine for quite a while now. It's been over like 10 years. He's been more than a friend. He's definitely been a brother. And with that being said, I decided that, you know what, maybe I should come up with a video. I came up with a video before, and if you guys haven't checked already, you guys can click up here where I talk to you guys about what it's like being 300 pounds, or in other words, what it's like being obese. Now, my mate happens to be morbidly obese, so he is an amazing guy, and I literally am so happy that I get to share. I'm actually just about to get in call with him. Yo.
Yo.
What up?
Chillin'.
Say hi to YouTube.
Yo, what up, YouTube? What's happening?
I am so...
Hey!
I'm so honestly happy that I get to share him and... Oh my... Bitch! I'm definitely happy that I get to share his experience and his story, and you'll hear it from himself, okay? And what it's like being morbidly obese and having and the difficulties and challenges involved within that. So that's enough of me blabbering on. If you guys haven't already, guys, please give this video a thumbs up. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. All right, let's go.
Interesting video.
Yeah. I feel like I'm shooting a porn video. That's the
Paints me like one of your French girls.
Ooh. Oui, oui.
There's too much fat there.
Oui, oui.
Nothing's gonna happen.
So this is my interview. I'm candidate number 1 for Huawei. So my name's Alex, or Alexander Arkz. This is my full name, search me up. But I probably won't add you, but like search me up. I'm currently 23 years old, and I'm overweight by a lot. I currently weigh 2 tons. It's like a small semi-truck. And I'm the type of person that's a little less serious than most people when it comes to weight loss, although I am quite serious at the same time.
This lifelong issue of obesity.
Me started around when I came out of my mother. I was already obese. I was a massive baby, and I'm still a massive baby. So no, let's not get into that. But I am a massive child. I whinge and complain a lot, but I've always been obese my entire life. For example, when I was younger, let's say about 6 years old, I probably weighed the same as someone who was in year 12. I was around 60 kilos in like kindergarten. I was a very heavy child, and I only grew from there on. My relationship with food is quite derived from sort of an addiction of eating, the idea that there won't be any food around anymore. It's a bit of like a post-traumatic stress disorder, but it's something that I've been working on getting through, definitely.
Right. So you're talking about your relationship with food. Could you describe to me how your relationship with food is like?
Oh, my relationship with food is like a really bad marriage. It's like you just have to keep going back to it, even though you don't want to. And you're just kind of locked in. You know, it's not so much the legal obligation that keeps you there, but it's more so the fact that you've just invested too much time to leave now. That's my relationship with food. It's watermelon. Laters. Oh.
Would you describe yourself as, or would you say that you tick one of those things?
I'd say like I'm a ninja when it comes to food. You won't see me eat it, but I go in. And when I go in and out. Like, you won't notice. I'm the type of person, I'll eat in my room a lot. In fact, I am probably one of the best customers Uber Eats has ever had. Yeah, it's incredible. All the Uber Eats drivers know me. That's how crazy it is. When I get stuff delivered to me, they literally say, "Oh, see you tomorrow," and it sucks, man, because I'd order it in the morning and I'd order it in the evening as well, and I'd always get that same sort of thing where, "Oh, see you later, see you tomorrow," and it's almost become like a friendship between me and the Uber Eats drivers. It's not that I'm giving them tips, but I'm definitely giving them work. But yeah, my relationship with food has been very complex. It's a lot of secretive eating, although I am quite open. If you do ask me, I am quite open. But yeah, it's been really weird and shitty.
Nah, I'm good, man.
Look at this. It's one Rockstar.
What are you getting?
It's Rockstar.
Oh, nice.
This is so good. I just love buying stuff. There's like Amazon, M-Wave, anywhere. It's awesome. I spend too much fucking money.
Do you think that your relationship with food has affected how people see you?
Oh, my relationship with food. My relationship with food is a bit of an interesting one. I'm sort of on and off with it. I think that many people would think that I eat tons and tons of food. And they're not wrong. They're definitely in the right ballpark with it. But although I may eat tons and tons of food, it's tons and tons of food of the wrong type of food. I think that many people perceive me as someone that likes junk food and really enjoys fast food. And that perception's kind of wrong. I hate fast food. It's sort of a quick way of me to get my food into me. And like I was saying, fast food for me is a quick way for me to get energy into my body. And when you're working shifts that are ridiculous, when you have no real time to cook or clean or do anything like that, fast food is kind of a savior. So like I've said previously, Uber Eats loves me. And they love me because I order it too much. I'll order it probably once or twice per day. And honestly speaking, I think that because of that relationship with food, I've grown a lot bigger. And because of my reputation with eating fast food, the perception of me being anywhere near healthy is diminished completely. I didn't get big on healthy foods, no way. However, I got big eating like crap. I ate like shit, to be honest. For me personally, I don't really mind too much on how people see me and how I eat. It's not a big problem. I'm not too self-conscious about things. I'm more so considerate. Rather, if I'm in a public area or a public space, I'm more considerate about how I will be affecting the space rather than what people will look at me and think, or somewhere around that line. So yeah.
Social gatherings, what's your take on that?
Oh, fitting in and social gatherings. Now, with social gatherings and fitting in, if we were to go out to like a dinner or something, I'm very specific on where we can eat, simply because if the chairs aren't strong enough or don't look strong enough to hold my weight, which is about 200 something kilos, it's a mystery mark at this point, then I don't want to eat there. I really don't want to sit down on a chair and struggle to sit on a chair or struggle to even be in a space that's confined. It affects me socially in that aspect. Even if we're going for a car ride, if we were going out with friends and let's say 5 people going out and one is the driver, I can't fit in the back with everyone. I have to literally always be in the shotgun seat, otherwise we're going nowhere. I cannot fit nicely in the back at all. On airplanes, same thing. If I'm trying to fly somewhere with my mates, it's not going to happen. That's always a big issue for me, and it always affects me in terms of limiting how I can go about doing certain events. But yeah, that's typically how it is.
Right. If you were to describe shopping in one word, what would it be?
Shit. It's terrible. Shopping in one word is shit. I'm currently in 9XL. Yeah, imagine finding that. Imagine finding 9XL to fit into. It's ridiculous. Everything is more expensive, harder to get access of, harder to find in general. And in terms of style, good luck trying to have a style at 9XL. It doesn't work. Nothing looks good on you. You're gonna feel like shit. And that's why in one word, it's shit. It's trash. Absolutely trash. I think I can't do that. I think that I think that in my situation particularly, coming from a Pacific Islander background and a European background and being a mix between the two, my family as immigrants didn't really understand the whole idea of mental health or diet. That's something very, surprisingly enough, foreign to my mother and father. And because of that issue, they don't really know how to support me in terms of dieting or in terms of working around a schedule of training. I believe that at home, there is a lack of support, and it's taken a bit of a toll on me as to where I have to now step up and be the one to initiate all of these changes. It's definitely been a huge problem in my life since, ever since I was young. I couldn't really speak out about these things. I had to just eat what I had to eat. Money was very tight, so due to financial struggles, it was very hard to be on a specific diet or a specific training plan or anything to help me with any disorders. So I believe that in terms of family, yeah, there was struggle. In terms of support around my friends, my friends have been very supportive around my diet. And it's been good. I believe that most of my struggles do come from family issues, and it stems from that. But yeah, that's typically the support that I have around me, and it's been good. I've started building a team, a dietitian, a nutritionalist, a personal trainer as well, to just get me on my feet so I can understand things better. I've been working on cutting these down, funnily enough, as well as stopping the Uber Eats and trying to really cook healthier meals for myself. But yeah, support's been growing ever since I've wanted to change.
To relationships.
Relationships.
Yes.
Okay.
So this could be either between your family, your friends, or with your significant other, if you've had one.
I see.
How has morbid obesity affected your relationships?
Ooh, okay. In terms of with family and friends, I'll start off with family and friends for now. And I think that morbid obesity, or in my case, extreme morbid obesity, has affected my relationship with family to an extent where it's hard to kind of connect with them and do the things that they want to do, because I'm more so locked down in this mindset where I need to lose weight, I can't go out, or I'm just not in the right headspace to be doing all the stuff that they want to do. In terms of friends, it's quite similar. They probably want to go out or fly somewhere, and I don't want to do that because I can't physically fit in a plane. Well, I can, but I've got to buy 2-3 plane tickets, and I really don't want to do that. So, with friends, I can go out, and I do go out sometimes, but I prefer sort of just hanging around and chilling in nice wide open spaces, like the beach. That's where I feel like I should be sometimes. If y'all get that joke, good on you. But yeah, I typically find that with family and friends, it is quite restrictive in the places that I can go. In terms of relationships with my significant others, well, so in keeping in mind relationships with significant others, my weight comes into play where I will then start reflecting my own issues on the other person. That's predominantly where I find being extremely morbidly obese as an issue. You feel quite sensitive about many things. When it gets to intimacy, it gets very difficult because you know your limitations. And there are certain things that I want to do that I cannot do simply because of my weight. You know, I wouldn't mind if my girl wanted to sit on my lap. I'd be totally happy for that. It looks like there's a lot of area here. It looks like that. But this also takes up a lot of area too. She can't really sit on my lap. Like if she would sit there, I guess. But like she could sit closer if there wasn't something in the way, right? If she wants to lie on me, yeah, I'm soft, right? Yes, I can be soft and cuddly. But you can't be as close to your loved one if fat's in the way, right? That's sort of the message I'm trying to portray here. And in my previous relationship, it got in the way quite a bit. Not so much physically, but more emotionally and mentally. Weight became such a substantial issue that it had to break, and it did not work, and it is what it is.
People are dealing with this same issue with you, what would it be?
Any advice to people out there? I think one of the strongest pieces of advice I can give to someone who's struggling with this is to love yourself. Now I know that's quite broad and a lot of people hear that a lot, but there's more to it. You see, when you are at this size, or when you are obese or not feeling confident about your body, when you don't love your body, you won't go out of your way to do things for it. I want to exercise because I love myself. I want to feel good, and that's the whole point of me exercising. That's the whole point of me training. I want to feel good. And if you don't love yourself to the point where you want to make yourself feel good, there's an issue, and that needs to be addressed. And I addressed that with a psychologist. I needed to feel like I had a love for, I would say, being myself. Loving yourself to the point where you need to feel good. That is my main piece of advice that I could give anyone and everyone who really is struggling to get to their goal in terms of physical fitness, whether it be gaining weight, losing weight, doing whatever it is. If you do not love yourself to the point where you are taking time out of your schedule to work on yourself, you have an issue. You always need time for yourself. Think of it as spending time with your partner, except you are your partner. And you will make time for yourself. You will go out of your way to make sacrifices for yourself. And you will do everything in your power to make sure you are happy. That is truly loving yourself. And that's the best advice I could possibly give you. All right, guys, so thank you for watching, and thank you for Malingi for doing this whole interview process. It's been crazy. We've gone through 3 different areas just to get this sort of video done. It's been a bit of a surprise on my end, even though we walked through some of it and the ideas. But also, I'd like to thank everyone that's watching right now. I hope you all have a positive day. I hope your day's been wonderful. If you have any questions on this video, anything at all, feel free to ask, no matter how ridiculous it is. Put it down in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe. And as always, guys, remember to stay safe, stay tuned, and stay Gucci. See you guys next time.